going on YouTube? Abram Diaz here, coming at you with a brand new video, new shot. There's a funny story behind this shot and I'm going to get into that at the end. But this is a stroke shot. I'm going to show you the setup. We're going to execute it and then we'll discuss it afterwards. Here's the setup. Simple setup. I actually got the cue ball frozen to the second diamond on the long rail. One ball is a 1/4 inch off the rail with a 5mm gap. So the balls aren't in a straight line, they're staggered because the cue ball's frozen and the one ball, it's not frozen. It's actually off the rail about a 1/4 inch and there's a 5mm gap. For those of you that don't know what 5mm is, I'll explain it after. I got a rack frozen to the short rail, flush to the pocket point to help guide the one ball in. The 3/9 are a combination in the corner, frozen. What I'm going to do on this shot, I'm actually going to shoot the cue ball into the one. One's going to go in the pocket. Cue ball's going to draw straight back. Pocket the 9 ball in the corner pocket. There is no double hit on this shot and it's been proven. Your tip actually gets out of the way in time for the cue ball to draw straight back. I'm aiming straight down the center of the one ball, which brings my stick right over the side pocket. And I'm hitting 5 o'clock draw, 2 tips from center. There it is. All right, now first off, I'm gonna cover the gap, the distance, 5mm. I picked this up today. It's an Allen wrench set that's in like a Swiss Army knife type deal. Well, it's got different size Allens that go from 1.5mm all the way up to 8. This is a great tool to use when practicing shots like this. So what I did was I took the 5mm Allen. That's my gap. I didn't use it right now because I have the shot really tapped in on my table. So that's like $4. Pick one up. Now we'll get into the story of how I got to learn this shot. It was the 2014, this past year was like a month ago, the ESPN Trick Shot Magic event. Well, what happened was Gabby Vishoyu spent a couple of days here practicing and I saw him practicing this shot. It was Florian Kohler that submitted the shot for the competition. Gabby was practicing it. He shoots the shot with an open hand bridge, both Florian and Gabby. That doesn't work for me. As you see, I used a closed bridge. That's what works for me. I'm stubborn, I had to find what works for me. Well, he worked with me on the shot. I wasn't getting it, I was frustrated. I figured this shot should be easy for me because it was right up my alley, but that wasn't the case. I probably dedicated about 12 hours after Gabby left into learning this shot. About 2 days. But I don't mind. I got the shot down now. The frustration on it is over. But that's the shot. Always find what works for you. Sometimes you're going to struggle with the shot, then out of nowhere the light bulb's just going to turn on in your head. It requires a real intricate stroke, one stroke that someone can only really develop with time. But remember, time is defined by the individual, not by what other people say. It took this guy 2 weeks to learn something. It may only take you 2 days, or vice versa. It's all a matter of how you dedicate yourself and how you learn from your mistakes. I sat there and I actually filmed Gabby shoot this shot with my camera from different angles. You know, I was fortunate to have him here and for me to work with him and him work with me on different shots, and I helped I helped him with certain shots. He helped me a bunch. But that's what the sport's all about. That's all I got. Oh, and before I leave, shout out to Shorty Reyes. I really like what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're really talented. Look forward to meeting you in competition one of these days. And Barbox Ben, I think with what you got going on in Wisconsin with the Wisconsin Artistic Pool Players Association, I think it's great. Hit that up on Facebook, guys. A lot of members there are involved in artistic pool, and I love it. Remember, rate, comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button if you like what I'm doing, and peace.